Should the Detroit Lions draft Kyle Hamilton? Let's Talk Lions. Welcome back to an all-new episode here at Let's Talk Lions. My name is Jay. Thank you for subscribing to the channel if you're a Lions fan. Even if you're not a Lions fan, then all the more power to you, because then you're here for what? Last week I put out a video where I said I believe the Lions should draft Aidan Hutchinson at number 2. And well, many individual in the comment section let me know that they believe that the Lions should really look to draft Kyle Hamilton. So naturally, like a Poland Springs water bottle, I did my research, I did my digging, and I looked into Kyle Hamilton and really if I thought he would be a valuable asset at number 2. And my answer is a simple no. No. Remember, we're talking about number 2 here. We are talking about the number 2 draft pick and the value that comes with the number 2 draft pick. I just don't see it as a safety. I don't. Now listen to me. Hamilton is an excellent player. Kyle Hamilton is a phenomenal player, and I think he's going to make a team real happy. However, we are talking about the number 2 draft pick, and that's just too high for Hamilton. Now listen, in a scenario where the Detroit Lions are able to find a trade partner and trade back, now we can discuss it. But at number 2, nah. I know a lot of Lions fans right now are pointing to our secondary and saying, look at that secondary and look at the struggles that it's had. And you would be correct. Our secondary has had a lot of problems. Last couple years have been brutal. But when you look at last year specifically, and what good coaching can do with UDFAs and draft picks and no-namers, really, it is mind-blowing. So I know now that I said that, some other people are like, okay, well then, yeah, if you give us Kyle Hamilton, think about how phenomenal that would be. There is so much potential for success. And you're right. You're absolutely right. But again, at number 2, I just have to disagree. I look at our secondary and I look what Glenn and Pleasant were able to do with it, and it was wonders. Now again, I will not disagree because I look at the secondary and the numbers don't lie. We were getting eaten up out there like it was where the wild things are. However, where the addition of Kyle Hamilton would be amazing in the secondary, it does not account for and it does not make up for our D-line struggling to apply pressure to the opposing quarterback. If we cannot apply pressure to the QB, then Hamilton and the secondary are screwed. Flat out. If you can't apply pressure to the QB, if you can't actually do something to make them scramble and have to work as hard as possible to get the ball out, then the secondary is just going to get picked apart. The QB is just going to be back there in the pocket playing Dance Dance Revolution all day, giving his wide receivers nothing but time to shake the DBs. You have to apply pressure to the quarterback, and that is something that we have struggled with for so long here in Detroit, and I'm done with that. I want to build out the trenches, and I think that's why the addition of Aidan Hutchinson at number 2, if the Lions are to stay there, is so much better than Kyle Hamilton. Hamilton is a phenomenal player, phenomenal safety. Again, he's going to make a team real happy, but at number 2, you just can't do it. And for the Lions, we have to find a way to the quarterback, because you get a guy like Hutchinson in there, and he can help create that momentum to shift the game, make the QB throw, and then at that point, I believe our secondary, with the guys we have under Aaron Glenn, can make things happen. Because lest we forget a man by the name Jeff Okudah, who we did not see at all last year. We saw him week 1, and that was it. And so I am excited, and I know a lot of people have raised a banner above Okudah's head, waving it in the wind, and it reads bust, and I disagree. I think Jeff Okudah can bounce back. The injuries and the circumstances around him, they can't be helped to a degree regarding the injuries. And quite frankly, I think Jeff Okudah is due for a comeback season. And furthermore, I think Okudah would make a phenomenal safety, to the point where, do you need Kyle Hamilton? The only way I'd be comfortable with the Lions drafting Hamilton is if the Lions were to trade down. If Brad Holmes could find a way to trade down within the top 10 and he's still available, now I'm willing to talk. Now I'm willing to consider this. I'm much more comfortable with it. However, if we are staying at number 2, we have to get somebody to apply pressure to the QB, and I think it's Aiden Hutchinson. What about you guys? Hamilton at number 2, Hutchinson at number 2. If we have to stay at number 2, trading back is not a possibility. Who do you want? Drop it in the comments. Appreciate the conversation as we continue forward. And quite frankly, right now, the heat duct in the room is just pumping out heat, and I am getting sweaty. So I am going to end this now. But before I do, a little quote for you. Who cannot understand your silence cannot understand your words. Look it up. Pretty good stuff. It's good. It's now that the heat's pumping out heat. So I'm done.